Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and you guys thought I was going to leave you hanging. This is the bonus for fun, free play rematch game of the 5-minute game you guys saw in round 5 of the League Cup that happened at Die Hard Games on September 23rd, 2023. If you didn't know, Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central at Die Hard Games, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format anyone wants, really. More info in the description. Check out Pokemon's event locator for more premier events at Die Hard Games, such as League Challenges, League Cups, and pre-releases. Please hit that like button right quick, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments and all that other good stuff. But anyways, let's get into this bonus for fun, free play, rematch game of Chien-Pao Baxcalibur versus Rapid Strike. Wonder who's going first here. Looks like it is the Rapid Strike player. Remoraid is put onto the bench. Very good. That is a big part of the engine of this deck, the Octillery and its Rapid Strike search. Nest Ball being played to search the deck for a basic Pokemon and add it to the bench. Our player here is taking the opportunity to note what things might be prized with this, or what things are prized, I guess, with this first deck search here. Something you'll see some players do, and it's a known thing that, yes, you can, on your first deck search, take a little bit longer to see what's in your deck and figure out what's prized, and note-taking is definitely allowed. I did hear in maybe another country that they suspended the legality of note-taking, but man, that's pretty harsh. Either way, Nest Ball finds Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Welcome to the party. We're going to see any Battle VIP Pass. Rapid Strike energy being attached to the Urshifu V. No VIP Pass, passing things over to the Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. There is the Battle VIP Pass. You can only play that item card on your first turn. When you do, look through your deck and find 2 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench. So just set up. Wouldn't that be nice? Just to set up for free with that VIP pass. Alright, Greninja being eyeballed here as a target. And Mew. Mysterious Tail Mew to maybe look for more VIP pass. And it just depends on what's in hand, but you really want to get the Frigibax down in this matchup. But okay, we're going in here with the Mew. Mysterious Tail Mew and Radiant Greninja being found and put onto the bench. Manaphy in the active spot, and that's relevant in this matchup. That protects the bench from attack damage, and Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX likes to attack damage the bench. We definitely got to see some more VIP pass, Nest Ball, something to find some Frigibax. Energy being attached to the Manaphy, which manually retreats into that Mysterious Tail Mew. Mysterious Tail being used on that Mew to look at the top 6 cards of the deck and add any item card from there to the hand. No VIP pass found. Looks like it was Cologne or a Super Rod. And Super Rod will be the target of the Mysterious Tail there. This game is a lot longer than the actual game. It says 42 minutes down here, but I think it's about a 20-minute game. So we must have some back and forth going on here. Pokestop being put into play. Radiant Greninja uses its Mysterious Tail ability to discard energy and draw 2 cards. And then a Pokestop Stadium is used. That lets you look at the top 3 cards of the deck, put any item cards you find there into the hand. All the other cards go to the discard pile, so ouch. Nest Ball and Cross Switcher being found. That's good. 2 items. Irida, powerful supporter in this deck, also being found. That goes straight to the discard pile. That could have found that second battle VIP pass easily, but at least we got the Nest Ball, I guess. Nest Ball has to find the Frigibax, the 70 HP Frigibax there. Frigibax evolves eventually into the Baxcalibur, which has the super cold ability. We'll talk about that when it becomes relevant. But you guys already know what that does, right? Water energy being attached to the Radiant Greninja. I don't think that could happen. I think there was, since we're free playing, we'll go ahead and go back and check. Yeah, this is still the turn 1, and I think energy was manually attached to the Manaphy here to retreat. Let's see. Yep, energy already attached for turn. Then so we don't got super cold out yet. So I'm sure just an honest mistake. Once you get this deep into the tournament, thinking you can attach all the energy you want with super cold Baxcalibur's ability, I could see that being an honest mistake there. And also, it is up to both players to maintain the board state. So neither of them caught it. We're chilling here, in our free play game. We're not going to go too crazy here, right? And pass things over to the Rapid Strike player. Inteleon VMAX evolving in the active spot. Rapid Strike energy being attached to it. Tower of Waters coming down. And Professor's Research being played to discard the hand and draw 7 new cards. We want to find that Octillery. Want to find maybe another Inteleon V. There we go. There's the Inteleon V at least. Forest Seal Stone being attached to that Inteleon V. Alright, can we find that Octillery this turn? Maybe with the V-Star power? Forest Seal Stone gives the Pokemon V it's attached to the V-Star ability Star Alchemy. When you flip that V-Star counter, use that ability, you can search the deck for a card, any card, and that Octillery will be found. Very important in this deck to find that. It will use its Rapid Strike search ability to search the deck for any Rapid Strike card. As long as it has a Rapid Strike tag in the top right corner, it could be found with Octillery. Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX being found. Thanks, Octillery, for plucking that out of the deck. It evolves onto the bench there. And the active Inteleon VMAX will attack. It does 70 base, and if you return an energy card to your hand from Inteleon VMAX, it does 140, 70 more damage, so 140. Radiant Greninja being promoted in the active spot, and play resumes on Chien-Pao's side. Radiant Greninja, concealed cards, discard an energy, and draw 2 cards. Pokestop being played, the infamous Pokestop. Pokestop being used, looking at the top 3. Item card, item card, item card, awesome. Superior Energy Retrieval, Ultra Ball, and Canceling Clone being put into the hand for free. When Pokestop hits, it hits. When it misses, it hurts. Ultra Ball being used here to discard 2 cards, Water Energy and Useless Battle VIP Pass, to search the deck for any Pokemon. You guys already know, you could find a Basic, you could find a Stage 2, you could find a Stage 4, you could find a Mega, any Pokemon card, and we are going to find Baxcalibur with that Ultra Ball. So this telegraphs to me that a rare candy is in hand. We shall see. Rare candy, letting Frigibax skip that middle evolution and go straight to the Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur's on the field now, so I'd say that energy attachment, the second energy attachment that happened the last turn, basically didn't matter here because Baxcalibur came into play, and we can accelerate as much energy with Baxcalibur's super cold ability from the hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. So nothing to see here. Superior Energy Retrieval being played. That's an item card where you discard 2 cards from your hand, and you can return from your discard pile up to 4 basic energy. So, yep, we're getting the full 4 basic energy back into the hand. 2 more of them being accelerated onto that Radiant Greninja, and it's ready to attack. Moonlight Shuriken does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. You have to discard 2 energy cards to use it. So 90 energy going on to that Octillery, 90 energy going on to the Urshifu VMAX, both on the bench. And play will resume on the Rapid side. Pokestop is used. Looking at the top 3, discarding Lumineon V and Octillery. Octillery is not so bad to be discarded since there's already one in play, but the Lumineon V kind of hurts. Hisuian Heavy Ball being added to the hand and played. Hisuian Heavy Ball lets you look at your prize cards. Important. And you can also switch the Hisuian Heavy Ball with the basic Pokemon you find there. No targets there, so the Heavy Ball goes straight to the discard pile. Let's see what else our Rapid Strike player can do. Quick Ball being played here to search the deck for a Pokemon. You can find that probably that Radiant Alakazam is the thing to look for here. That or the Medicham, but you usually don't want to bench Medicham until you're ready to the Yoga Loop. So we will find that Radiant Alakazam. It has the powerful Bending Spoons. Is that what it's called? Either way, its ability lets you move up to 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another. Rapid Strike Energy being attached to the active Inteleon VMAX. Forest Seal Stone going down onto that Radiant Greninja to thin it out of the hand. Echoing Horn being used. Item card lets you put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. Rapid Strike Search coming down from that Octillery to search the deck for a Rapid Strike card. Karina's Focus supporter being the target this time. And Karina's Focus, let's see, maybe it's just to thin it out of the hand because the hand looks pretty big still. Boss's Orders actually being the supporter this turn to switch that Manaphy from the bench to the active spot. And taking that Manaphy out with Inteleon VMAX's attack. 140 damage, enough to KO. More than enough to KO that Manaphy. And most importantly, the Manaphy is out of play now, so its Water Veil ability is out of play as well. That protects the bench from attack damage. Mew coming up into the active, that's an interesting one. And then Pokestop being used. Let's discard, or let's reveal the top cards and find 2 items. Bidoof hitting the bench. You'd probably like to see that Bidoof in play, but maybe not the worst thing in the world since you're putting more low HP Pokemon into play for this Rapid Strike deck. The Rapid Strike deck loves to see that. They can be KO'd with Double Gunners and Painful Spoons. That's what it's called, Painful Spoons, not Bending Spoons, on that Radiant Alakazam. I mean, he does bend spoons with his brain, but anyways. Couple item cards found there off of the Pokestop added to the hand. I think it was Superior Energy Retrieval and Ultra Ball. That's exactly what this deck wants to see. Get that Superior Energy Retrieval in the hand. Ultra Ball being played. Discarding a Frigibax and a Water Energy to search the deck for a Pokemon card. And we will find a Chien-Pao EX. Chien-Pao finally joins the party. Now we're going to want to see lots of energy in the hand, so Chien-Pao could take a big knockout. Mew Mysterious Tail being used to take a look at the top 6. Find an item card there and add it to the hand. Super Rod and Double Rare Candy being valid targets here. It looks like Battle VIP Pass. Actually, oh, I missed that one. Battle VIP Pass being found, I guess, as to be used as Superior Energy Retrieval fodder. Not too bad. Double Cross Switcher being played. Cross Switcher's Guzma. Cross Switcher, you have to play 2 of them at the same time in order to play it. When you do, you choose one of your Pokemon from the bench to bring into the active spot, and then you switch one of your bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon. So that giant damaged Rapid Strike Urshifu being targeted there. It also has the Rapid Strike energy on it. Chien-Pao becoming active here. Chien-Pao using its Shivery Chill ability to search the deck for 2 water energy cards. And I'm sure we have more than enough to KO this opposing Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX for 3 prizes. Let's see. Superior Energy Retrieval. Thinking about being played, let's make sure we have 4 energy in the discard. Alright, Superior Energy Retrieval, discarding Battle VIP Pass and energy to put 4 energy cards from the discard back into the hand. Like Shuriken being used on Greninja to discard an energy and draw 2 cards. Finding Irida, that's the supporter for turn. Lets you search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item card. Maybe you find a Battle VIP Pass, not Battle VIP Pass, a Superior Energy Retrieval for the next turn. Frigibax is definitely going to be the water Pokemon target. The player's consulting their discard pile to better inform their decision here. Yeah, I don't think I saw any. Yeah, maybe there was one Superior Energy Retrieval in deck, but Ultra Ball either way going to be the item card that Irida finds along with that Frigibax. Probably important to get another Chien-Pao down this turn. Ultra Ball being played to discard a couple cards to search the deck for a Pokemon. I don't think you can discard any water energy. You got to make sure you have enough in hand to use a big Hail Blade, Chien-Pao's attack. Alright, so no Ultra Ball actually coming down. Frigibax hitting the bench. 4 water energy being accelerated onto the active Chien-Pao thanks to Baxcalibur's Super Cold ability. Another energy being attached to Mew so it can pivot next turn. It can retreat next turn. And 5 water energy being discarded with Chien-Pao's attack. Chien-Pao's attack is 60 times. It does 60 times the amount of water energy you discard from your side of the field. So 5 energy being discarded, 300 damage. Yep, 5 energy, 300 damage onto that Rapid Strike Urshifu V, more than enough to take a KO on it with the 90 damage. 3 prizes being taken off of that Urshifu V. Pretty good trade if you ask me. Inteleon V with the Forest Seal Stone comes up in the active spot and play resumes on the right. Medicham V is put onto the bench and a Rapid Strike energy attached to it. Pokestop being played. Look at the top 3 and I see 2 items so far. Battle VIP Pass and Energy Retrieval. Okay to discard that other Inteleon V. Energy Retrieval. Or is that Energy Search? Energy Search, excuse me. Energy Search item card being played lets you search the deck for a basic energy and add it to the hand. Octillery uses his Rapid Strike Search to search out that Karina's Focus with the Rapid Strike tag in the top right corner. So our Rapid Strike player is going to want to do his Double Gunner here to so that the bench Inteleon VMAX has the Double Gunner ability. You discard a water energy from hand and you could put 2 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So 2 damage counters going on to the Mew, 2 going on to the Frigibax. Alright, we're going to try to Yoga Loop here. And I'll explain that when it becomes relevant. Medicham V has that powerful Yoga Loop attack. Escape Rope being played. The opponent has to promote a new active Pokemon first from their bench. And then the Escape Rope player does the same. Mew being promoted into the active spot and Medicham V being promoted. Karina's Focus being played that lets you draw until you have 6 cards in hand. You gotta see some more Double Gunners here. Ultra Ball. Discarding 2 useless Battle VIP passes. Search a deck for a Pokemon. Urshifu V. Replacement Urshifu V coming down. Alright, so we need to see another... Yeah, we need to see another Double Gunner in order for this Yoga Loop to happen. There is the second Inteleon VMAX evolving on the bench there. Oh, okay, I don't know if we're going to see it. Oh, we did. Okay, on the Mew. Excuse me. We had it on the Mew, actually. Okay, so, Mew had the 2 damage counters on it, of course, from the double gunner. So did the Frigibax. Um, Radiant Alakazam used its Painful Spoons ability to move the 2 damage counter from the Frigibax to the active Mew, and then Metacham used its Yoga Loop attack. Yoga Loop says put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If that takes the KO, then you just take another turn. 60 damage on that Mew, taking the KO, and now the Chien-Pao player skips their turn and play continues at the new turn on Rapid Strike side. Octillery uses its Rapid Strike Search ability to search the deck for a Rapid Strike card. Tower of Waters being the choice, that's good. That allows, that gives, reduces, the Tower of Waters reduces Rapid Strike Pokemon's retreat cost by 2. Basically give them all free retreat. Ooh. Pokestop is then activated there to look at the top 3. Rapid Strike Energy go into the discard pile along with an Iono to find a energy retrieval, so hopefully that's worth it. Alright, keep in mind you cannot Yoga Loop twice in a row. Because if you use Yoga Loop the turn before, you can't use it on your second free turn. We'll call it that. Energy Retrieval being played to put a water energy from the discard pile back into the hand. Double Gunner being used, discarding that water energy to put 2 damage on Baxcalibur and 2 damage on Frigibax on the bench. Let's see. What else can our Rapid Strike player do this turn? We definitely can't Yoga Loop. Tower of Waters coming down. It'd be very nice to use Urshifu VMAX's Gmax Rapid Flow here, but Metacham will retreat for free thanks to that Tower of Waters into the Octillery and pass things over. Okay, putting a single prize in the active spot. Chien-Pao then will use its Shivery Chill ability to search the deck for 2 water Pokemon. 2 water energy, excuse me. Only 1 being chosen here, so probably only 1 in deck. We're going to want to see a Gust on one of these multi-prize Pokemon on the bench for Chien-Pao to knock out. Really don't want to knock out the Octillery with Chien-Pao. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and it's very good to knock out that Quick Search ability. Superior Energy Retrieval being used to discard a couple cards and add 4 water energy from the discard pile into the hand. Ultra Ball being played here. Discarding 2 water energy, wow, to search the deck for a Pokemon card. Baxcalibur is the target of that Ultra Ball. This is interesting. I wouldn't think you'd want to get rid of your water energy here with how many superior energy retrievals being played, but maybe they know something I don't. Rare Candy evolving into Baxcalibur there, giving it more HP, taking it more out of range of that Yoga Loop. Concealed cards, discarding a water energy to draw a couple more cards. Now our Chien-Pao player will check their opponent's discard, see what's all in there, what the opponent might have access to on their next turn to better inform their decision. Okay, I do see a superior energy retrieval in hand, so I think that's the prize map here of the Chien-Pao players to just knock out one shot an opponent's VMAX Pokemon to take the last 3 prizes of the game before the opponent can take their last 3 prizes. So you just need enough water energy for that. Superior energy retrieval, discarding a water energy in Bidoof to put 4 water energy from the discard pile back into the hand. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water energy being accelerated onto that active Chien-Pao. And so you can safely do that because there's no way any of the opponent's Pokemon can one-shot the Chien-Pao, so they're good to go for the next turn. And Hail Blade onto the opposing Octillery, discarding 1 energy, enough to take the KO with that damaged Octillery. Irida, being supporter here, played on the right. Search in the deck for an item card, Ultra Ball, and a water Pokemon. No water Pokemon being found, so none must be in the deck. Ultra Ball being played to discard a couple cards, just to thin them out of the hand, to search the deck. Failing that Ultra Ball, no targets found there, or wanted to be found there, let's say, but that's okay. It still thins your hand, still thins the deck down, in case some disruption happens with Iono or Judge or anything like that. You won't draw those useless cards if that happens. Remoraid being put onto the bench for rebuilding that Octillery. Painful Spoons, moving a couple energy from a Baxcalibur to the active Chien-Pao. Inteleon VMAX retreating for free thanks to that Tower of Waters, putting that single prize rating Alakazam in the active spot and passing things over. Super Rod being played to shuffle back in 3 water energy from the discard pile to the deck. Chien-Pao will find 2 of those water energy instantly from the deck using its Shivery Chill ability. Water energy attached to the Greninja, water energy attached to the Chien-Pao with that Super Cold ability. Irida being played here to search the deck for an item, that Cross Switcher, and a water Pokemon. Chien-Pao, double Cross Switcher being played to bring up the Medicham into the active spot. Radiant Greninja goes into the active spot, but since it has a water energy, it can retreat. Here we go, for the camera, let's do it. Radiant Greninja retreats into the Chien-Pao with enough energy on it to discard and take the KO on the opposing Medicham V. That was a lot better, a lot longer, let's say, of a game than that round 5 there. But hey, that's what happens in Pokemon sometimes. That's why we play the game. We play Pokemon to get lucky. Anyways, what do you guys think of this video and the commentary? Please let me know in the comments. Also, shout out to these players for being some good sports and playing this fun, what did I call it? This bonus for fun, free play, rematch game. Thank you guys for that. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.